And welcome back to the channel. On this video, as I know everybody likes to see what I'm riding, sometimes they say I don't show the bike enough, so this is what I'm riding today. It's the Lyric Graffiti X, and here's a look at it from the other side. And let me hop aboard and tell you what I want to talk about today. If I can get on here, there we go. All right. So in this video, I was almost going to pull out there, and that guy didn't even stop over there. Good thing I didn't pull out. So today what I want to talk about is something that's not even on this road that I'm riding today here right now. I want to talk about bike lanes. And there's been so much talk about, you know, bikes class 3 not belonging on bike lanes, in bike lanes, etc. Well, I got an idea. And I know this isn't going to fly with a lot of people, but I still like my idea. I know it's not probably going to go anywhere, but in my lifetime anyway. But I'd like to see bike lanes that are not even with the road, that are separate from the road, just for e-bikes. That way you don't have any pedestrians, any cyclists that don't like electric bikes and say that they're too fast, too heavy, too whatever. Then we have our own road, or path, or trail, or whatever you want to call it, lane, and do that. And that's my idea. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on that. I know the first thing that's going to come up is people are going to say, well, how are you going to pay for that? Well, they take enough tax money out of all of us as it is, so you can squeeze that in. If they want to get more people on bikes and less people in cars, they need to improve the infrastructure so that we can do that. And I know people can't always ride year-round, depending on where you are, but I was just thinking about it today because it's a beautiful day here right now. It's like 61 degrees, and it's not going to be long before we're in bike mode everywhere. Well, everywhere in the US. Australia might beg to differ, but yeah, we're coming into biking season if you don't already have it. And you know, we're only a day or so away from March. And I'm thinking, yeah, with all the complaining that people have on us, and also the fact that accidents happen even when we do have bike lanes beside the car lanes. So, I mean, from the car at fault, not the cyclist or e-biker. So, I'd love to see, though, a day where that happens, where we have bike lanes that are just for e-bikes. And I'd like to see the speed be at least class 3, 28 miles per hour. And in my world, it wouldn't matter if you rode or pedaled, or I don't know, if you pedaled or if you throttled. In my world, if you're going 28, that's fine. If that's the speed limit, I wouldn't care if you were using both, or just pedaling, or just throttling. If that's the speed limit and you were abiding by it. Hey, I like your hat. You're welcome. That lady was wearing a Canadian hat, which is awesome to see here because of all the goings on between Canada and US and all the other countries. It's good to see people united. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'd like to see in my world. And I know it's kind of fictional, but not only is the cost going to be a thing, I know the other thing is going to be, where are we going to do that? Where can we do that? So, you know, where do we find the space? Well, I say maybe eliminate the cars from a few roads and use those as bike roads for electric bikes. If we're going to get into this more and you want people to ride, you got to accommodate and have infrastructure to allow this to happen. The only thing I see with making it not be able to happen, like even more than it is the weather. I know the cost can be a little bit high too, but I think the weather is the big number one, and people afraid for their safety to ride, right? Those are the two big issues, I'd say, that keep people from being able to ride or wanting to ride all the time. But today is such a great day. Temperature-wise, this is almost, not quite, but getting closer to what weather I just left behind recently here a few days ago when I was in Vegas. It started out the first few days there in the 60s, then it got into the 70s, and last day I was there it was like 81 degrees. So that's getting a little bit too warm for me, but in that 70 to 75 degree range, really nice for bike weather. Yeah, or for anything weather. It's not too hot, not too cold. Sometimes it can take a little bit to warm up in the morning, but by afternoon, you're good to go. I'm really curious to see how many people we get out on bikes this year, because it's getting more and more. You know, I'm seeing more and more each year. I know last year I saw more e-bikes around in my area here, which is not a huge e-bike area. There's some, but it's not crazy. Like, there's not just constant e-bikes around everywhere. But you see them. I see them more and more. And I think, and last year was definitely the most I've ever seen. And I suspect this year will even be more still. And so, yeah, I'd like to see infrastructure created. I know a lot of people are going to say also, and this is true, and it even is this way around here, there's not enough bike lanes even now as it is. So, well, if there's not enough as it is, let's make some and make them, like I say, just for e-bikes. That way we have nobody complaining. Well, no, maybe that's not true. We're going to have somebody saying you're still going too fast or whatever, but well, if you don't like it, then you don't go on the bike lane that's for electric bikes. Then you stay in the other lane. Like maybe have a pedestrian / cyclist lane that's just for traditional bikes or slow e-bikes and people that don't want to ride in class 3 mode or whatever. And then have the other side, have one, you know, a left side that's the faster lane that's for e-bikes, and then have the right side that's for the other, the rest of the folks that want to be on the lane. Yeah, that's a good idea. But see, tell me, let me know what you think in the comments on that. So that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And I just mentioned if you want to comment on this video or any others, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And don't forget to tell your friends about us and share the video links. That would be awesome as well. So once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.